CIET NCERT presents audiobook Poorvi, textbook of English for grade 7.
Page number 43, Unit-2, Wit and Humour. Animals, Birds and Dr. Dolittle. On the right-hand side of this page, there is a QR code. Scanning this QR code will take you to the additional resources of this chapter. Let us do these activities before we read. Activity 1. Do you have a pet or a domestic animal? If yes, why? If not, why not? How do people usually spend time with a pet or domestic animal? Share your thoughts with your classmates and the teacher. Activity 2. You must have read stories where animals and birds talk. If you had a chance to communicate with an animal or a bird, who would you like to speak to and why? Share your thoughts with your classmates and the teacher. Activity 3. If we closely observe the body language of animals and birds, we can understand what they want to tell us. Work in pairs and study the pictures given below. Find out what emotions these animals and birds are trying to convey. Share your observations with your classmates and the teacher. At the bottom of this page, 4 images of animals and birds are placed in a row. A duck flapping its wings as if alert or excited. Picture 2. A cat arched with fur raised, conveying anger or fear. Picture 3. A dog is happy. Picture 4. A white parrot looks sad. Page number 44. Let us read. On the top of this page, there is a picture of a house where Dr. Dolittle is sitting on his stool, and on the table near the window there is a parrot, and another man who is cat's food man is talking to Dr. Dolittle. Dr. Dolittle was sitting in his kitchen talking with the cat's food man who had come to see him with a stomachache. Why don't you give up being a people's doctor and be an animal doctor? Asked the cat's food man. The parrot, Polynesia, was sitting in the window, looking out at the rain and singing a sailor song to herself. She stopped singing and started to listen. You see, doctor, the cat's food man went on. You know all about animals, much more than what these vets here do. That book you wrote about cats, why, it's wonderful. I can't read or write myself. My wife, Theodosia, is a scholar, and she read your book to me. You might have been a cat yourself. You know, the way they think. When the cat's food man had gone, the parrot flew off the window onto the doctor's table and said, "That man's got sense. That's what you ought to do. Be an animal doctor. Give the silly people up. If they haven't brains enough to see you're the best doctor in the world, take care of animals instead. They'll soon find it out. Be an animal doctor." "Oh, there are plenty of animal doctors," said John Dolittle, putting the flower pots outside on the windowsill to get the rain. "Yes, there are plenty," said Polynesia, "but none of them are any good at all." "Now listen, doctor, and I'll tell you something. Did you know that animals can talk?" Page number 45. "I knew that parrots can talk," said the doctor. "Oh, we parrots can talk in 2 languages, people's language and a bird language," said Polynesia proudly. "If I say, Polly wants a cracker, you understand me. But hear this, ka, ka, oi, e, fi, fi." "Good gracious," cried the doctor. "What does that mean?" "That means, is the porridge hot yet, in bird language." "My, you don't say so," said the doctor. "You never talked that way to me before." "What would have been the good?" said Polynesia, dusting some cracker crumbs off her left wing. "You wouldn't have understood me if I had." "Tell me some more," said the doctor, all excited, and he rushed over to the drawer and came back with a book and a pencil. "Now don't go too fast, and I'll write it down. This is interesting, very interesting, something quite new. Give me the birds A, B, C first, slowly now." So that was the way the doctor came to know that animals had a language of their own and could talk to one another. And all that afternoon, while it was raining, Polynesia sat on the kitchen table, giving him bird words to put down in the book. At tea time, when the dog Jip came in, the parrot said to the doctor, "See, he's talking to you." "Looks to me as though he were scratching his ear," said the doctor. "But animals don't always speak with their mouths," said the parrot, in a high voice, raising her eyebrows. "They talk with their ears, with their feet, with their tails, with everything." Let us now understand the meanings of some difficult words used on this page. The first word is cracker. It means a thin, dry biscuit usually eaten with cheese. The next word is birds ABC. Here in the lesson, it means the language that birds speak. At the bottom of this page, there is a picture of Dr. Dolittle writing the words in his book, and the parrot Polynesia is explaining all the words to him. Sometimes they don't want to make a noise. Do you see now the way he's twitching up one side of his nose? Page number 46. "What's that mean?" asked the doctor. "That means, can't you see that it has stopped raining?" Polynesia answered. "He's asking you a question." Dogs nearly always use their noses for asking questions. After a while, with the parrot's help, the doctor got to learn the language of the animals so well that he could talk to them himself and understand everything they said. Then he gave up being a people's doctor altogether. Let us discuss. Exercise 1. Complete the following sentence by selecting a suitable reason. The cat's food man suggests to Dr. Dolittle that he should become an animal doctor because he believes that Dolittle, now the options are 1. Earns less fee by treating human patients. Option 2. Enjoys the company of animals as they speak less. Option 3. Dislikes spending time with human patients. And the fourth option is knows more about animals than the local veterinarians. You can provide the answer in the blank given from the options given to you. Exercise 2. Fill in the blanks by choosing the suitable option given in the brackets. Dr. Dolittle reacts to Polynesia's information about animal languages with both excitement and, there is a blank here, and the options are certainty or curiosity. Full stop. He rushes to dash. The options are write or memorize the bird words she provides and is interested in learning more. Exercise 3. Do you think Dr. Dolittle would be famous as an animal doctor? If yes, why? If not, why not? Let us now read the second part of the story. As soon as the cat's food man had told everyone that John Dolittle was going to become an animal doctor, old ladies began to bring him their pet pugs and poodles who had eaten too much cake, and farmers came many miles to show him sick cows and sheep. Page number 47. At the top of this page, Dr. Dolittle is standing outside his house and some farmers and women have come up with their animals to see him. One day, a plough horse was brought to him, and the poor thing was terribly glad to find a man who could talk in horse language. "You know, doctor," said the horse, "that Wet over the hill knows nothing at all. He has been treating me 6 weeks now for something or the other. What I need is spectacles. I'm going blind in one eye. There is no reason why horses shouldn't wear glasses, the same as people. But that stupid man over the hill never even looked at my eyes. He kept on giving me big pills. I tried to tell him, but he couldn't understand a word of horse language. What I need is spectacles." Of course, said the doctor. "I'll get you some at once." "I would like a pair like yours," said the horse. "Only green. They'll keep the sun out of my eyes when I'm ploughing the field." "Certainly," said the doctor. "Green ones you shall have." "You know, the trouble is, sir," said the plough horse as the doctor opened the front door to let him out. "The trouble is that anybody thinks he can doctor animals, just because the animals don't complain. As a matter of fact, it takes a much cleverer man to be a really good animal doctor than it does to be a good people's doctor. Well, well, said the doctor. When will my glasses be ready? I'll have them for you next week, said the doctor. Come in again Tuesday. Good morning. Page number 48. On the top of this page, there is a picture of Dr. Dolittle trying to help the plough horse out to check if his eyesight is okay or not. Then John Dolittle got a fine, big pair of green spectacles, and the plough horse stopped going blind in one eye and could see as well as ever. And soon it became a common sight to see farm animals wearing glasses in the countryside, round Puddleby. And a blind horse was a thing unknown. And so it was with all the other animals that were brought to him. As soon as they found that he could talk their language, they told him where the pain was and how they felt. And of course, it was easy for him to cure them. Now all these animals went back and told their brothers and friends that there was a doctor in the little house with the big garden who really was a doctor. And whenever any creatures got sick, not only horses, cows and dogs, but all the little things of the fields like harvest mice, badgers and bats, all came at once to his house on the edge of the town, so that his big garden was nearly always crowded with animals trying to get in to see him. There were so many that came that he had to have special doors made for different kinds. He wrote horses over the front door, cows over the side door, and sheep on the kitchen door. Let us now understand the meaning of a difficult word used on page 48. The word is countryside, which means rural area. Page number 49. At the top of this page, there is a picture of Dr. Dolittle's garden where he is surrounded by a variety of animals. There is a sheep, some goats are there, horses are there, cows are there, and the mice has perched on his head, and the parrot is also looking really happy. Each kind of animal had a separate door. Even the mice had a tiny tunnel made for them into the cellar, where they waited patiently in rows for the doctor to come round to them. And so, in a few years' time, every living thing for miles and miles got to know about John Dolittle, MD, and the birds who flew to other countries in the winter told the animals in foreign lands about Dolittle, who could understand their talk and help them in their troubles. In this way, he became famous among the animals all over the world. He was happy and liked his life very much. This story is written by Hugh Lofting. Let us understand the meaning of a difficult word used on page 49. The word is cellar. It means a room below ground level, often used for storage. Let us discuss. Exercise 1. What became a common sight in Puddleby after Dr. Dolittle started treating animals? 1. Humans talking to farm animals. 2. Farm animals wearing glasses. 3. Farm animals learning bird language. 4. Birds riding atop farm animals. Now you may select the correct answer out of the 4 options given to you. Exercise 2. What challenges do you think Dr. Dolittle might face if more and more animals come to him for help? How might he overcome these challenges to ensure that he provides good treatment? Page number 50. Exercise 3. Arrange the following events in correct order according to the story. 2 have been done for you. Share your answers with your classmates and the teacher. Now the points that are given here are: point number 1. Dr. Dolittle decides to stop being a doctor for people and becomes a doctor for animals. Point 2. Animals from near and far come to Dr. Dolittle for help, crowding his garden. Point 3. A man with a stomachache visits Dr. Dolittle and suggests he should treat animals instead of people. Point 4. Polynesia teaches Dr. Dolittle animal languages and he starts understanding and communicating with animals. Point 5. A plough horse with vision problems visits Dr. Dolittle, who prescribes green spectacles to improve the horse's eyesight. Point 6. The parrot Polynesia encourages Dr. Dolittle to become an animal doctor, revealing that animals can talk. Point 7. Dr. Dolittle installs special doors for different animals to enter his house for treatment. Point 8. Dr. Dolittle's ability to communicate with animals helps him diagnose and treat their illnesses effectively. Point 9. Dr. Dolittle gains fame among animals worldwide, and they come to him from various places for his help. Point number 10. Word spreads and people start bringing their sick pets and farm animals to Dr. Dolittle for treatment. Now arrange all these points in the correct sequence. The two correct examples that are given to you are point number 3 is point number 1 and point number 6 is point number 2 for you. Let us think and reflect. Exercise 1. Read the extracts given below and answer the questions that follow. Extract 1. If I say Polly wants a cracker, you understand me. But hear this, ka, ka, oe, e, fee, fee. Good gracious, cried the doctor. What does that mean? That means, is the porridge hot yet? In bird language. My, you don't say so, said the doctor. You never talked that way to me before. Page number 51. What would have been the good, said Polynesia, dusting some cracker crumbs off her left wing. You wouldn't have understood me if I had. Now, question 1. Complete the sentence by choosing the correct option. In the line, good gracious, cried the doctor, the expression good gracious can be replaced by, the words are bravo, gosh, alas, hooray. Now fill in the blank, choosing the correct options. Question 2. Why had Polynesia never used bird language with the doctor earlier? Question 3. Identify whether the following statement is true or false. Polynesia had been munching on a food item while talking to Dr. Dolittle. Exercise 4. How did Dr. Dolittle feel according to the extract? There are 4 options. The first option is anxious. The second option is surprised. The third option is angry. And the fourth and the last option is relaxed. Now choose the correct answer out of the 4 options given to you. Extract 2. I would like a pair like yours, said the horse, only green. They'll keep the sun out of my eyes while I'm plowing the field. Certainly, said the doctor. Green ones you shall have. You know, the trouble is, sir, said the plough horse as the doctor opened the front door to let him out. The trouble is that anybody thinks he can doctor animals, just because the animals don't complain. As a matter of fact, it takes a much cleverer man to be a really good animal doctor than it does to be a good people's doctor. Let us now understand the questions given here. Question 1. Choose a word from the extract to complete the analogy. Digging flower bed, dash, field. Now you have to supply the appropriate word in the blank. Question 2. Choose the correct word to complete the sentence. Dr. Dolittle's attitude in the extract is dash, and the options are respectful, sentimental, understanding, careful. Now fill in the blank out of the 4 options given to you. Question 3. Complete the sentence with an appropriate reason. Based on the extract, we can conclude that doctors take animals for granted because, fill in the blank with the reason. The 4th question is, do you agree with the concluding sentence of the extract? Why? Why not? Exercise 2. Answer the following questions. Question 1. How can we say that Polynesia was a good trainer of animal language? Question 2. Explain how Dr. Dolittle gave equal and individual attention to each animal who came to him for treatment. Page number 52. Question 3. How does Dr. Dolittle's readiness to follow the parrot's advice highlight the importance of listening to different viewpoints? Question 4. Which qualities of Dr. Dolittle made him famous among the animals? Explain with evidence from the text. Question 5. What changes do you think would happen in the world if people suddenly gained the ability, like Dr. Dolittle, to understand and communicate with animals? Let us learn. Exercise 1. Read the following words from the text. Cat's food man, bird language, flower pots are all the words that are combined to form another word written the same way. Compound words are formed by combining two words of different parts of speech to create a new word that has an entirely new meaning. There are 3 types: hyphenated, like cats -food -man. Open compound words, bird language, and closed compound words, flower pots. There is no space between these two words, flower pots. Complete the following table correctly by choosing words from the box given below. An example has been done for you. Now, I'll read out the words that are provided in the box. Sailor song, tea time, check in, plow horse, harvest mice, windowsill, well bred. Now, there are 3 columns given with the headings hyphenated words, open compound words, closed compound words. What you have to do is, you have to segregate these words according to the headings given. Now, to help you out, I'll again read out the words given in the box so that you can put them in the correct order. Sailor song, there is a space between these 2 words. Tea time, there is no space between these 2 words. Check-in, there is a hyphen in between. Plow horse, there is a space in both the words. Harvest mice, there is a space between the 2 words. Windowsill, there is no space between these 2 words. And the last word is well-bred, well bred. Page number 53, exercise 2. Create compound words from the table given below. Column A has the words 1. Fun, 2. High, 3. Never, 4. Early, 5. Song, 6. Over, and 7. Tree. The words given in column B are 1. Head, 2. Birds, 3. Flying, 4. Loving, 5. Risers, 6. Tops, 7. Ending. Now you can match the word fun with the word loving. It becomes fun-loving, fun-loving. Now complete the paragraph with suitable compound words from the table. An example has been done for you. After being treated by Dr. Dolittle, the dolphins danced playfully in his sanctuary. The chatter of monkeys echoed through the their ailments cured. Eagles soared gracefully. Their health restored. Among the chirped joyfully from the branches. All creatures were happy with Dr. Dolittle's care. Now, you have to provide the appropriate words from the above table. One has been done for you. In the first the word that you can provide is fun-loving, fun-loving. Exercise 3. Underline the names of animals that are hidden in the sentences given below. Clues are given within the brackets. An example has been done for you. 1. Dr. Dolittle was eating oatmeal for his breakfast. In brackets, a farm animal. The letters that have been highlighted in the first sentence are G in eating and OAT in oatmeal. Now, if you look at it carefully, you get the name of an animal, GOAT, goat. You have to follow the same exercise in the remaining sentences. The second sentence is, old ladies began to bring him their pets. in brackets, an insect. Third, the author sees the connection between humans and animals, in brackets, a farm animal. 4. The 3 baby dinosaurs are from Ice Age, in brackets, field animal. The fifth and the last sentence is, the patients who came late didn't know where to go, in brackets, ship of the desert. Exercise 4. Read the following sentence from the text. Study the highlighted words. But that stupid man over the hill never even looked at my eyes. The words never even are highlighted in this sentence. The highlighted words spell and read the same backwards too. A word, phrase, or sequence that reads the same backwards or forwards is a palindrome. Page number 54. Some of the common palindromes include, was it a car or a cat I saw? Madam, I'm Adam. And a man, a plan, a canal, Panama. Read the sentences below and identify the palindrome words and sentences. 1. Step on no pets. 2. Naman saw a race car at the show. 3. Nitin speaks in Malayalam. 4. The engineer used a rotator to check the surface level. 5. The pilot relied on the radar to navigate safely. 6. Eva, can I see bees in a cave? Now create your own palindrome and share it with your classmates and the teacher. Exercise 5. Underline the verbs and identify the tense form in the following sentences from the text. 1. He is asking you a question. 2. Oh, there are plenty of animal doctors. 3. I'm going blind in one eye. 4. The trouble is that anybody thinks he can doctor animals. Now to help you out, the verbs in 1 and 3 are in present continuous form. The verbs in 2 and 4 are in simple present. Exercise 6. Read the following sentences from the text. That man's, in bracket, man has, got sense. Can't you see that it has stopped raining? In the first sentence, the verbs has got denote an action that is relevant at the time of speaking. In the second sentence, the verbs has stopped denote an action that is recently completed. We use present perfect tense to indicate a recently completed action, an action that started in the past and is relevant even at the moment of speaking, an action in the past where the focus is on the action and not on the time of occurrence, but relevant at the time of speaking. Structure of present perfect tense is has, /have, plus V3, that is, the third form of the verb, which is the past participle. Page number 55. Fill in the blanks using the correct form of verbs, present perfect, given within the brackets. Since becoming an animal doctor, Dr. Dolittle, blank, the word given in the bracket is learn, to communicate with all animals and birds. He, blank, the word given in the bracket is treat, countless farm animals and pets with care. The parrot Polynesia, blank, the word given in the bracket is teach him bird language. And he, dash, the word given in the bracket is write, books about his adventures. Many people, dash, the word given in the bracket is bring their sick animals to his door. Over the years, Dolittle, dash, the word given in the bracket is become, renowned worldwide for his unique abilities. Let us listen. Exercise 1. You will listen to an announcement. As you listen, state whether the following statement is true or false. Transcript for the teacher on page 88. Dr. Dolittle's new clinic presents an offer of free medicines. Exercise 2. You will listen to the announcement again. As you listen, complete the details given below with 1 or 2 exact words you hear. Question 1. The new clinic is located in the town of dash. Question 2. The address is 12, dash lane. Question 3. The clinic is open Monday to Friday from dash AM to 5 PM. Question 4. Special timings for dash are on Saturdays from 11 AM to 2 PM. Question 5. Dr. Dolittle will ensure that animals get the dash. Question 6. All animals, horses, cows, dash, wild animals and others are welcome. Let us speak. Conversation between a doctor and a patient. Read the information about the problems 1 to 4. Use the cue cards provided to guide your conversation. Take turns to play parts of doctor and patient. Problem 1. Cough and cold. Solution: ginger and honey mix. Additional advice: drink warm fluids and rest. Page number 56. Problem 2. Dry lips. Solution: apply ghee. Additional advice: stay hydrated and avoid wetting your lips. Problem 3. Sore throat. Solution: gargle with warm salt water. Additional advice: drink herbal teas and avoid cold drinks. Problem 4. Fatigue. Solution: ensure adequate sleep and a balanced diet. Additional advice: take short walks to increase energy levels. Now, there is a cue card given here. There are 2 headings, doctor and patient. I'll read out all the points given under both the headings one by one. Under the doctor's heading, it is greet the patient. Then, under the heading patient, respond to the greeting. Then, inquire about the problem, tell your problem. Ask about symptoms, describe the symptoms. Make a diagnosis and give solution. Ask for clarification. Provide additional advice. Acknowledge the information and ask about the next appointment. Share details of next appointment. Express agreement and thank the doctor. Now all these points were read in sequence. Page number 57. Let us write. A notice is a means of formal communication of a particular group of persons. It informs them about some important event, such as an invitation to a meeting, an announcement, to give instructions, make appeals, etc. Write a notice in about 50 words about the annual health checkup for students of grades 6 to 8. Remind students to collect their health checkup cards from the class teacher. Include all the necessary details about date, time, and venue. Complete the draft of the notice by using the words and phrases given in the box below. The words given in the box are inform, queries, health card, health checkup, assembly hall, grades 6 to 8, please contact, Thursday and Friday. Now using these words, you have to provide the details of a notice. A sample is provided here. The first information that you need to provide in the notice is the name of the school, followed by the word notice in the center. The word notice is to be written in bold letters. Come down to the next line and on your left-hand side, provide the date. After that, coming to the next line, in the middle of the line, mention the heading. This is to dash all the animals of grades 6 to 8 about the annual health checkup. Date, dash, 27th and 28th July 2025. You can provide the year according to your need. Time, 9 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. Venue, dash. All students are requested to bring their dash for the checkup. For dash or further details, dash the undersigned. Then, in the next line on your left-hand side, put the signatures of the writer, followed by the name of the writer and the designation of the writer. Here, in charge is given as an example. Remember to use formal language in third person. Mention the reason for writing the notice and any other relevant information. For example, whom to contact, where and when, etc. Write the notice in a box. Page number 58. Let us explore. Exercise 1. The word Goshala translates to cowshed in English. It is a Sanskrit word that is made up of the words go, which means cow, and shala, which means shed or hall. Now, at the top of this page, there is a picture given of a Goshala, where a young boy is playing and tendering a young calf. Plan a visit with the teacher to a Goshala and find out how the cows are looked after. Exercise 2. Ayurveda is the oldest existing medical system in India. Animals received good medicinal care in ancient India. Indian medical treatises like Chakra Samhita, Sushutra Samhita, and Harita Samhita contain references of care of animals. Find out names of different organizations that work for the welfare of animals with the help of the teacher. Exercise 3. What is the best way to take care of stray and abandoned animals? 1. Provide food and water for the animal. 2. Take them to an animal shelter. 3. Adopt them by taking them home. Give reasons for your responses. Now, on the right-hand side of this page, there is a poster given of animal adoption and care.
Poorvi, you were just listening to this audiobook, Textbook of English for Grade 7. Narration, Neha Beniwal. Sound recordist, Virendra Rawat. Production assistant, Chetna Sharma. Directed and produced by Vimalesh Chaudhary. This audiobook is brought to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi, India.